Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. The coronavirus has now claimed more than 80,000 lives in the United States, even as more states take steps to reopen their economies. CBS's Elise Preston has the latest from New York.
The growing economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic is prompting officials across the country to ease their stay-at-home and social distancing restrictions.
I do believe that we are striking the right balance with this plan, and that balance obviously is between public health on the one hand in this public health emergency and re-engaging more of our economy, getting more of our businesses open.
We want to give you the confidence that it's okay. Once we say you could do X, that you feel confident about doing X.
Confident is one way to describe the scene at a Castle Rock, Colorado restaurant on Mother's Day. Most of the customers inside the packed dining room were neither wearing masks nor practicing social distancing.
We'll probably pay fines and maybe even jail, but we're willing to make a statement.
On Monday, local health officials closed the restaurant for openly defying a state ban on serving meals indoors.
We start a new chapter today in many ways.
Even New York, the hardest hit state, is moving to resume normal activities.
They have to understand this is not the floodgates are open. Go back, do everything you were doing. Be smart.
A coalition of 5 Western states is asking Congress for help in the range of $1 trillion. California Governor Gavin Newsom says soaring unemployment has become the single biggest expense.
$13.1 billion distributed, $3.4 billion just last week. It gives you the magnitude of what's happened.
Major League Baseball owners approved a plan to play an abbreviated season that would start around the 4th of July. It's unclear where the games would be held, but there will be no fans in the stands. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
President Trump is insisting his administration has met the moment and prevailed on coronavirus testing. The president addressed a Rose Garden audience filled with mask-wearing administration officials today after 2 known cases of COVID-19 were reported among staffers. The president also abruptly ended his White House news conference after combative exchanges with reporters. Here in Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear announced the totals from Sunday and Monday since he did not have a news conference yesterday. On Sunday, the governor said testing clinics reported 141 new cases. 3 people died. Today, Kentucky has an additional 105 cases and 4 deaths. That brings Kentucky's totals to 6,677 cases and 311 deaths. The governor also said today a 10-year-old Kentucky boy is in critical condition and on a ventilator, and emphasized again that the virus can hit anyone hard at any age.
Well, we saw that mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day, mostly cloudy skies at times, and it was a little bit on the cooler side. That trend continues into tonight. We'll go ahead and take you up, though, to Interstate 64 in Moorhead. They definitely dealt with those clouds throughout the day. You could see over the past few hours, they've definitely dealt with those mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures, once again, on the cooler side into about those low to mid-40s, 46 in Moorhead, 45 in Jackson, closer to those 40s down into Harlan, already getting up into the upper 30s down into Jonesville. Now for tonight, the mid to upper 30s. Going to be a pretty cold night for most of us. Some spots could get closer to the lower 30s if you're over into Virginia and West Virginia, which is why you guys are in a freeze warning. Rest of us are just in a frost advisory, but still you want to protect those plants as temperatures get pretty chilly. We'll start to get on a warming trend heading into the next few days. We'll also see some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms return to the mountains. I'll have those details coming up in a little bit.
All right, Paige, thank you. Well, tomorrow, 400 people can be tested at Kroger's COVID-19 drive-through testing site at the Corbin Arena. Governor Beshear said today the spots were almost filled for tomorrow, but Wednesday and Thursday had more than 800 spots open. WYT's Emily Bennett talked to local officials about the importance of getting tested.
3 counties, but less than 50 cases.
We really, in the Tri-County area, we have upwards of 150,000 people.
Leaving health officials wondering if the numbers truly are low or if they're unaware of cases.
The concern is
We have a population of people with a lot of pre-existing conditions in the community, and we want to make sure that we're not missing something really important to our community's health.
Making Kroger's testing at the Corbin Arena Tuesday through Thursday very important for the region.
They want to really get a feel for how widespread it is in the community.
The testing is by appointment only. People can sign up online or by phone. They have the capacity to test more than 400 people each day.
You'll never get out of your vehicle, and they'll, as far as I understand, they'll give you the swab to actually do the testing yourself, and then they'll take it back from you.
Currently, most of the testing in the Tri-County area is by appointment only.
The hospital's been doing testing since the very beginning, but you had to have a doctor's order.
Now, Governor Beshear is asking people to drive the extra mile to be tested.
He said within a 100-mile radius is what they're looking for. So we really need the people in southern and eastern Kentucky to come down and take the time to get this test so we really get a good idea of what's going on in southeast Kentucky.
Hoping to get a clearer picture of the virus in our community. In Corbin, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
The testing is available Tuesday through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. We have a link to schedule an appointment in this story on our website, WYMT.com. As COVID-19 changes the way we live, there are some out there who are suffering a little harder. Those in addiction recovery are losing their in-person support systems because of COVID-19, leading some to relapse in their recovery and more overdoses. At Addiction Recovery Care, they are looking at ways to help those struggling even more now and are trying to get to the root of the problem.
The contributing factors are the social distancing and the isolation. There's also the increased anxiety and the increased worry and fear and panic and the loneliness that has occurred. And then also there's different sources of income coming into people, whether it be from the stimulus check or increased unemployment payments.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction or are worried about the effects of COVID-19 on them, we have more ways to get them help on WYMT.com.